It's hotter than Satan's balls out there. You know what a good way to cool down is? Well, yeah, but if I did that, none of you would ever watch my videos again. Yeah, no. I think Tiki Tony probably has a better idea. What do you say, Tiki Tony? Make a drink? I concur. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another side-splitting episode of Before the Mast. Show all about making a drink and remembering some of the more amusing instances of my life. Why watch people watch other people to annoying laugh tracks when you can watch something with substance? I don't know what that is, but you're here now, so you might as well like and subscribe. Please. It helps me. It helps me help you. It helps me help you to watch quality content. Yes. Quality content. Tonight's cocktail is one of my all-time favorites. Planter's Punch. A delightfully delicious rum concoction that can be made so many ways that PETA people can use it as an animal-friendly metaphor. Instead of more than one way to skin a cat, say there's more than one way to garnish your Planter's Punch. Instead of beating a dead horse, say you just keep dumping the lime juice into the punch. Honestly, I don't care what metaphors you use. I just like rum. And anytime I get to mention rum in passing, well, that's a good day. Because it's so good, tonight you get a twofer. I'm going to show you Planter's Punch and then West Indian Punch. A kind of riff on it. And then I'll tell you the pros and cons of each. I mean, are there really cons to either of them? The history of Planter's Punch is as varied as the drink itself. You know, there's the story of the first drink being minted at Planter's Hotel in St. Louis, which is almost certainly false. Then there's the one where it was made in Jamaica in the 17th century to cool down thirsty workers. Slightly more convincing, still unlikely. Then there is the idea that it was crafted in London in the late 19th century. This story actually has tangible evidence as it was printed in a magazine. Still, that doesn't mean there wasn't Planter's Punch before. In reality, rum punch was a popular drink in the 18th century. So popular, in fact, that it helped spark a revolution and birth a nation in the process. Rum is made mainly by distilling sugar byproducts, namely molasses. The sugar trade between the Caribbean, the North American colonies, and England was very important. And in 1733, British Parliament passed the Molasses Act, which sought to tax sugar while simultaneously curbing colonial abilities to purchase these products from other countries' colonies. This was to increase revenue, which in turn would be used primarily in the defense of the British colonies. Americans, doing what Americans always do, evaded these taxes with wanton abandon. They did this by smuggling molasses and sugar in from the French and the Dutch colonies. So in 1764, Parliament enacted the Sugar Act, which basically just extended the earlier act and provided for much stricter customs procedures. You know, to curb the smuggling. Well, this in turn made rum more expensive, which meant that your punch or flip or whatever you were going to tip back at the old tavern was going to cost you more. This made it harder to get drunk. Parliament was about to learn. They were about to learn an uncomfortable truth. Sober colonists were angry colonists. Pretty soon, people history would come to know as the Founding Fathers were exasperated with this dry spell and took to sending militias out to take pot shots at British soldiers. Unfortunately for the British, sober Americans were pretty good shots. This sent a clear message to Parliament and to the King. We will not be intimidated by your petty tax on rum. We will not be pushed around into being teetotalers, eating crumpets with milk in our tea. No. No. We'll eat peanuts and bacon, and peanuts covered in bacon, while drinking our rum, mixed with egg, or whatever the hell else we have in there to throw in the mix. We will be free to drink. So with that lesson in American history, I give you two of my favorite, but by no means the only recipes for Planter's Punch. To the Laka Laka Lounge! Hi. For the booze, get yourself some dark rum. I like Myers because it was made specifically with rum punch in mind. Grab some Cointreau, or triple sec if you're slumming it. Orange juice, lime juice, and pineapple juice. Unless you're good at juicing pineapples, cann'll have to do. Oh, yeah, maraschino cherries and pineapple for the garnish. Let's build this thing. Start with 2 ounces of dark rum. A dash of Cointreau. Maybe 2 dashes. It's up to taste. 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. 1.5 ounces of orange juice. 1/2 ounce of lime juice. 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Making simple syrup is relatively simple. You just boil 2 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar. Then you end up with 4 cups of simple syrup. And it lasts for however long it lasts. And then you're going to need grenadine. I forgot to tell you about that. You will need grenadine. Just a dash. For color. And now shake it like you're trying to calm somebody down. No, not like that. You must calm down! And now garnish it with some cherries and pineapple fronds. Straw. Voila. The Planter's Punch. Cheers. Oh, that is the good ones. God, I love this stuff. This is a really good, refreshing drink for a hot day. It's sweet, but it's tart. You really get the Myers in there. You have to use a really strong, flavorful rum because it will get buried in all the fruit juices. But Myers holds up to it really well. It's got that really heavy molassesy taste. I could drink these all day. And in fact, sometimes I do. But wait, there's more. That's right, folks. Got another one to make. We're going to be double fisting. So for the West Indian punch, it's essentially the same ingredients, only without the simple syrup of the grenadine, and with banana liqueur. No Cointreau in this one. You're getting rid of the Cointreau and going with the banana. God, I love that. Okay, again, you're going to start with 2 ounces of dark rum, 3/4 of an ounce of banana, 1 ounce of pineapple, 1 ounce of orange juice, and 1 ounce of lime juice. For this one, you'll want a rocks glass. And second verse, same as the first. Garnish for this one is freshly ground nutmeg. Now, I wasn't really into the whole nutmeg thing until I realized that the aroma really, when you bring it up to your face, that nutmeg really adds something. Cheers. Nutmeggy. This one is less sweet and more citrusy, but you still get that Myers rum punch. It's delicious. If you prefer less sweet drinks, then this is the rum punch to go with. The banana liqueur really gives this something special. You know, if monkeys drink, they'd probably drink this. Cheers. Actually, monkeys do drink. In places like Thailand or the Philippines, it seems like there's always a bar monkey that'll drink you under the table for a bet. And if you win the bet, come up and smack the shit out of you, steal your wallet, run into a dark alley while you're trying to scrape your face up off the piss and vomit soaked dirt floor of the bar. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen it with my own eyes. I watched a monkey in Thailand pick up a guy's tiger beer, beat him about the head with it. And when the guy tried to run, the monkey just ran after him. Fucking monkey vicious. And Filipino monkeys? Don't even get me started. I watched a monkey piss in a guy's drink while he was flirting with some girl. Speaking of Filipino monkeys, there is a strange happening afoot in the lawless waters of the Arabian Sea, Persian Gulf. Imagine, if you will, you're standing watch in the pilot house of your ship. It's 2:30 in the morning. It's dark. Nothing but a pair of red battle lanterns and the dull glow of the helm console. You've been up since 8 in the morning the day before. You have an hour and 15 minutes left on this watch. Your eyes are getting blurry. You yawn. You consider another cup of coffee from the chart house in the carafe where the coffee's been there since Admiral Halsey was a recruit. You decide against it. You want to be able to take a nap when you get off watch before you have to muster at 7 a.m. God, but you'd do anything to break the monotony, staring at the endless nothingness out there. And then it happens. The bridge-to-bridge radio crackles to life with static. Is there another ship out there? Does someone need help? Perhaps it's a ship in distress. Maybe there's a man overboard on the horizon. No. It's none of that. Instead, a high-pitched, heavily accented voice comes over the radio. Filipino Monkey! Well, the channel squawks quiet. And then a minute later, it happens again. Filipino Monkey! Now, if it's your first time hearing it, it can be distressing. Like a horror movie where the killer's just taunting you. You have nowhere to go. But the Filipino Monkey is not a man. It's not a heckler. The Filipino Monkey is a heckle. A catcall between ships. Used with the complete anonymity of the bridge-to-bridge radio. You know, before there were Facebook hecklers calling people boomer, Karen, because they said something they didn't like, there was Filipino Monkey. You may start hearing it as far east as Guam. Or you may get lucky and not hear it until the Straits of Hormuz. But you will hear it. Oh yeah. You'll hear it. Yeah, the first time is disconcerting. The second time, mildly amusing. But by the fourth time, you want to find that guy and choke him out until he drowns in his own spit. You want to call the bastard back. Tell him that his mom licks monkey balls in the Philippines for change. But you can't. Why? Because you are a professional. Goddamn United States sailor. You don't stoop to the level of Filipino Monkey. So instead you decide to break the tension by farting, dragging it through the bridge. So that everyone except for the helmsman has to escape to the bridge wings, get fresh air. The helmsman has no choice. And he's just left in the bridge alone. Alone in the dark. Alone in the dark with Filipino Monkey. God, sailors are weird.
What shall we do with the drunken
could drink this all night. In fact, I have. Rum is made from distilling sugar bribe. Rum is made from distilling sugar bribe. Sorry, that was me. For this one, you'll need... Fuck me. For this one, you'll want a rocks glass.